Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning back in for another episode of Healing Through Food, episode 4 Check Your Spam Account. Today, we're going to be making some spam fried rice, so follow along while we go through the process. I was feeling kind of under the weather recently, so I decided to make myself some spam fried rice, and I'm using my thrifted rice cooker that my parents got for me first year of university. And then this is my homegrown chives. I've actually used so much of this chive plant recently that it's actually down to the nub, so I'm letting it grow before I reharvest. And so a little trick that I did to dry out my rice was I added a little bit of oil so that way the granules of rice weren't sticking together as much. And I'm going to let it dry out like this. Typically when I do fried rice, I like to do day-old rice, but I was craving this one and I didn't have the patience to wait for the next day, so this is me letting it dry out and cool off while I prep all of my other ingredients. So we have garlic, we have a knob of ginger, and I'm also bringing over some fresh eggs. And then the star ingredient are yummy, delicious spam. And then our garlic chives we picked from our balcony garden earlier in the video. And this is me just chopping up the chives and the sprinkles of chives. And we're just going to put it aside over here for our mise en place and make sure to gather everything. And I keep these ginger slices large so I can take them out later. And then I love a good garlic moment, and I love a lot of garlic, so I added a lot of garlic to this, so you'll see me just chopping garlic. Honestly, it is quite therapeutic to be able to sit there and chop food. I would like to get a better quality knife eventually, but baby steps, baby steps. I am super excited to be able to share this recipe with you guys. Honestly, I kind of threw it together, but I've learned different techniques from different cultures, and I kind of love to be able to throw things together. This is another technique that I use is you put a little bit of salt when you're chopping up garlic, and it helps it mince it a little bit better. And then this is me struggling. It's kind of hard. I was filming with one hand, so I was struggling to open my can of spam. So give me a moment to fully open it and set it aside for you guys. Okay, I was finally able to get the spam out. It took a couple of tries to be able to fully get it out of the container. You see the struggle? I'm trying. I had to do it off camera, but that's okay. That's completely fine. We got the spam sliced. Honestly, spam is so delicious. I didn't really grow up eating spam. I didn't grow up eating ham or pork. Sorry, ham or pork. Wow, it's the same thing. Beef or pork. And so because of that, I didn't grow up with spam. So there are certain things that I still don't eat. But I really, really do enjoy a good spam moment, hence why I'm doing a whole recipe about it. And I love this, honestly, I love this shot, and I love these bowls. I thrifted these bowls a little while ago, and I have a cute little set of 4 of these little wooden bowls, and they make me super happy. I know that's like such a weird thing to say, that bowls can make someone happy, but they truly do. And if that resonates with you, make sure you hit subscribe. And I'm adding a little bit of salt and I'm seasoning it. Honestly, I think next time I would like to let you guys hear the sounds. And I'm also putting this, I think this is like a mushroom umami. It's kind of like a mushroom vegan soup base, I want to say, like a chicken stock. And so this is me beating my egg mixture to be able to put it aside to prep it, because when you're doing a fried rice, you're kind of moving quite fast. And so because of that, I like to have all of my ingredients prepped ahead of time so I can toss everything together at the end. And then these are the sauces I'm using. This, I believe, the dark soy sauce, my sesame oil, and this is my ABC soy sauce. Love it. And then this is my big pan. I'm going to render off and cook off the spam first, and in the meantime I'm preparing my sauces, so adding in my dark soy sauce and then my sweet soy as well as the sesame oil while my spam still sizzles away in the pan. We're just going to do a little shaky shake so that way the spam has some area, so that way all the pieces can get super crispy on all the sides. And then I'm using the slotted spoon to be able to leave the grease in the pan to be able to fry my ingredients with, but to take the Spam out because I don't want to overcook it. So this is me cooking the garlic and the ginger in the Spam and a little bit of oil I believe I added because there wasn't enough. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't burning anything. And then this is my rice over here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add the rice into the pan and we're going to mix it all together. And then this is us assembling the fried rice essentially. So this is me putting the rice in here and then I'm just kind of tossing it together in the pan. I added the Spam into it and I tossed it together. And I also added the egg mixture. And then I like to make a little hole in the middle, add the egg and let it sit. I did add an extra egg because to me, it wasn't enough egg. I love eggs too. So I just cracked an extra egg. And then I put it actually into a container over here. And then I finished it off with you'll see the sesame oil. You don't really want to cook the sesame oil too much. It's kind of like a finishing oil. And then I finally put on my garlic chives. And honestly, I put it in the bowl because it's significantly easier to be able to do it. And that's the final product. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys, and taste test. Yummy. Make sure you like and subscribe. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in again.